So we have segregated this individual footer segment from the loop post formats, those we had created earlier. And we may enhance this margin a little bit, like instead of this 1 rem, we may make usage of this 2 rem right over here. So there it goes. Now let's press Ctrl Shift M. There it goes. Everything is in a fine order, and this is a 480 pix by 570 pix. So we may make a little bit of change. We will be using the lowest possible display device width, and we'll be observing our responsiveness in this particular case. So everything looks fine so far. The next thing is we need to make changes to this individual list elements, those we have created. First of all, let's remove the bulleted list elements here. So we will be mentioning that the list style should be none. Press Ctrl S, head back and below, and you can see that all those list bulleted styles, those are practically gone. We can't see any kind of bulleted styles right over here. Now we may leave it up to this far, or we may try to align them in a float left condition such that they practically reside in a side-by-side position, in a side-on position like this. Added category after it, there should be a subble testing uncategorized. If we just have another inspect at these elements, so this is one of the list elements here, like this list ID category, and then comes the UL, and then comes the list element again. That means we are practically wanting to have all those second order list elements right over here. Those should be aligned horizontally. So this is why all we may do, let's head back to text editor, copy this entire thing from here. There it goes. So let's put it here like this, float left condition. Head back and below, and you can see that each of them are practically aligned into this float left condition. The next thing is we need to make some provision such that this meta is now a little bit of intended in the middle. This is the class like this one, widget title. Head back. Let's put it a little bit spacing here, so we can see that all those individual list elements, those are practically having a float left alignment. Everything comes in a left horizontal alignment right over here, but the main list elements like these categories or this meta, everything now remains vertical in a blockular position. Now in the next case, we need to put some spacing between each and every list elements right over here. These are practically links which comes under the list elements of the sublist item of the main list elements. So this is what we are going to customize next. Let's get back to our project. There it goes. So we are about to copy them. We may try to customize the link elements right over here. List A. So we may set this display to block, or we may set this to inline block. We may use this padding here like this. Reload, and you can see that this will be the result. So we are practically customizing all those individual list active link elements right into the sublist items into the main list element of categories. Now we need to make it a little bit of spacious in an order to mark them prominently into our project. So let's head back to our text editor. If we are not using it, then perhaps we may remove it because it might generate some kind of error right over here, or you may keep it there. In top, instead of putting it to 2 rem, we are increasing it a little bit, 3 rem. There it goes, and everything right below comes within a horizontal position here. We have practically customized them into a beautiful and turned them into a beautiful website. Here all we can do, we may bring on this widget holder, I guess. Let's head back to this footer.php. There it goes, widget holder. So let's put them back on. Let's head back to this custom style sheet.css, widget holder, background, press Ctrl S, reload, and you can see that this will be the result. Let's create a clear fix here. Head back to footer.php, dynamic sidebar, and here we will be using another div class of, and you can see that the problem is solved. Everything right beneath, they come in a proper place in a sequential manner, and the container now containing this whole individual element. So we may put some additional property into it, like if we head back to this widget holder and if we make usage of this margin bottom here, margin bottom, let's put it to 2 rem, reload, there it goes. If we wish to change these categories colors here, like this link colors right over here, the next thing you know it obviously. So head back to this active link element here, the color it should be, and the text decoration none. So there it goes. We can see that the text decoration is now none. We can make it a little bit of more darkened. So instead of this 666, let's put it 000 first of all. Then let's copy this element, paste it over. So we are making usage of some kind of hover color. The color it will be changing to is white. And now we can see that everything is right back in its order. This is a little bit of offbeat color. We will be making usage of this color here. Press Ctrl S, reload, and you can see that this will be the result. So everything right now comes into its proper display and everything is proper in its place. Hope you can make those further amendments right over here. You may make all those further customizations right over here. In the next case, all we are going to do, we are going to introduce another new tutorial based upon a vector graphics software known as Inkscape in an order to become a well-developed full stack developer. So that's it for today's tutorial. If you guys have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button down below. Hope to see you guys in our next tutorial. Till then, bye.